All right, the Eagles beat the Jets last night by a score of 19-17. That means they finished the preseason with a record of 2-1, and we are just 12 days away from the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys. With that being said, here are my 3 takeaways from the preseason as we get ready for week 1. First takeaway is that I think Tanner McKee is really good, and I think he's actually pretty legit. I feel pretty comfortable knowing that he's who we're going to turn to if anything happens to Jalen. I will say I'm not really sure why we didn't see more of him. He's inexperienced, he's young, I think he's really talented, but he basically only played one half of the first preseason game, and then we didn't see him in game 2 against Cleveland or last night against New York. So I'm not really sure why a young quarterback who needs experience isn't getting playing time in the preseason, but I do think he's still really good, and I do feel comfortable with him as our backup. Speaking of quarterbacks, Kyle McCord and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who have been battling it out for the third string, are not it, dude. Throughout parts of 3 games, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, 10 of 16, that's 62.5% of his passes, 73 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Kyle McCord, 24 of 56, that's barely a 43% completion rate, 191 yards, a touchdown, interception over 3 games. While I do still feel comfortable with McKee as our backup, if by some miracle Hurts and McKee are out and we have to turn to one of these guys, it's not going to be pretty. Obviously, things could be different when they're playing with the first-team offense due to injuries and stuff like that, but 3 preseason games, I didn't really see anything that I liked from either of them. And my last takeaway is that I'm pretty worried about the second outside corner spot opposite Quinyon Mitchell. All camp, it's been either Keely Ringo or Adoree Jackson competing for the spot, but it doesn't really seem like either one of them has been able to really take the lead in that battle. Because of that, I think that leaves a door open for Jacorian Bennett, who the Eagles acquired from the Raiders just a week and a half ago, for Thomas Booker. He's gotten some playing time in the preseason, and I do think that he is starting to mesh with these other cornerbacks. Quinyon Mitchell posted him on his story after week 2 against Cleveland. I think sooner than later, he's going to be who you see on the outside. And if it's not him, could we see someone like Cooper DeJean on the outside with Adoree Jackson in the slot? Who knows? It'll be interesting to see. But I do like that Fangio has all these guys that can move around the different spots throughout the secondary. That doesn't mean I'm not still worried about what this could mean after having an elite secondary for all of last season. What were you guys' takeaways? How do you feel about the third-string quarterback battle? How do you feel about the second cornerback battle? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe to Philadelphia Sports. Boom. We'll see you next time.